You want to reach out and grab them and pop them. If a bubble comes to you, feel free to pop it. But for this show, I'm going to ask that you do stay seated, unless we ask you out to be a volunteer. So you're not going to jump forward or jump up to grab the bubbles when they're going overhead, okay? Is that okay, everyone? Yeah! Wonderful. And because bubbles are quite exciting, when they are floating around in the air, if you want to clap, if you want to shout, if you want to talk to your friend about the bubbles, go for it. But when the bubbles pop, we stop. So that means once the last bubble's popped, we're going to be nice and quiet so we can talk about bubbles a little bit more and then make even more bubbles. How does that sound? Yeah! Okay, excellent. Are you ready to make the first bubble? Yes. We'll make a bubble on 3, 2, 1. Try again. It's not working. Anyone?
This water.
Have any ideas what puns might be? Yes?
Water.
I think it's just water. I think you're right. Can we make bubbles with just water?
No.
What do you need?
Soap.
Soap? I've got some soap here. I'll put this in the water. My mum's dishwashing, but that's very specific. Okay, you're right. So our soap can't be like this in the water, can it? It's got to be dissolved in the water, and the easiest soap to dissolve is dishwashing liquid. So who here washes the dishes at home? Wow, that's pretty good. Some lucky parents out there with kids washing the dishes. Yeah. So dishwashing liquid and water is what we use to make bubbles, and it makes our water stretchy. So it can stretch out like this giant rubber band. And that's very important if you want to make a bubble. Because you'll see water, it likes to form little drops, which is why we get raindrops, it's why we get dewdrops, and that's fine for water. But to make a bubble, we need our water to be stretchy. So in here we actually do have some dishwashing liquid with water. That's our bubble mix. And you might be able to see it shimmering in the light. And if you can't, you will definitely see how stretchy it is when I make a bubble trampoline. Like a mushroom? Yeah, I guess sort of like a mushroom. But yeah, you'll notice it acts like this big rubber band and then it stretches. But if I stop moving it, it will snap back to be the smallest shape and size it can inside the ring. Okay, so yeah, we're going to make a bubble in just a minute. So we've got it stretched over the ring. We're going to bounce up and down to catch some air inside. And then to make a bubble, we just snap it off.
That's a big bubble.
Woo! Makes a couple more for you to look at.
You were told not to move.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to make some more bubbles. And this time I want you to have a really close look and make some observations, which is what scientists do, which is basically just having a look and seeing what you see. So I want you to think about the colours in the bubbles, anything else you see in them, the shape of them, and then we'll have a bit of a chat about what you saw. So, bubble over the whoops, and popped already. There we go. One over here for you to look at. Here for you to look at. Yeah. Okay. Who with their hand up like to tell me what they saw? Yes. Holographic's an interesting word to choose. So what do you mean? What did you see? So it's holographic. Yeah. Yes, you saw lots of different colours. And did you also see? So we're going to have a look at bubble together so we can talk about what you said you saw. So can everyone see the rainbows? And can everybody see the lights reflected in the bubble? So we have two things going on here. So what do you call it when you look in a mirror? What's that? Reflection, perfect. And does anyone know what you call it when you get white light splitting into a rainbow to give you lots of different colours? Sounds a bit like reflection, it's a different word. What's that? Camouflage, not camouflage, good word. But you have, yes, do you know?
It kind of not moves a bit too, but it still around, but it moves in different shapes.
The bubbles kind of floating around and moving, yeah? That's true. Okay, so there's a word for when we get white light splitting to all different colours, and it is called refraction. Can you say refraction? Perfect. So we have reflection, just like a mirror when you see something reflected back at you. And then we have refraction, which is when we get rainbows inside of something. So we talked a little bit about the shape of the bubble. You said it sort of wobbles around a bit. But who with their hand up would like to tell me what was the overall shape? Yes? Excellent. It is a sphere. Can everyone say sphere? Sphere. Excellent. That's perfect. A lot of people tell me that they're circles. They're not circles because they're three-dimensional. So sphere is the perfect word. So who knows why a bubble is a sphere? Yeah?
Because if it was a circle, it would be 2D.
True. So it's not a circle because it's 3D. It's a sphere. Perfect. But why a sphere? Why not any other shape? Yes?
Because I think it depends on like the how you make the bubble.
Yeah, okay, so you think it depends on, yes, do you want to say?
Yeah, it's the thing that comes with it. So put it in when the other bubbles are normal bubbles, they have like round that makes it round.
So you think it's something to do with this being round?
No.
Well, let's test that. I brought along a few different bubble frames today.
It's still going to be.
So let's have some guesses. So who thinks we're going to love heart-shaped bubble? Just a few. Who thinks we're going to be a sphere bubble? Okay, we're going to do a test. We'll find out. So they are spheres. Excellent. And the reason for this is that a bubble mix is like a big rubber band and it always wants to snap back to the smallest size it can, but also the smallest shape. And that means not having corners. So the smallest shape is always a sphere. Another bubble frame.
It's going to change.
Okay, I'm going to make some guesses with hands up. Who thinks we've got a star-shaped bubble?
It's going to split.
Who thinks we have one big sphere bubble? A few people. And who thinks we get something different? And who wants to keep their hand up and tell me what they think will be different? Yes? It's going to... So you will get more than one bubble? Okay, let's have a go, see what happens.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Looks like popcorn.
Yeah, it looks like popcorn or raspberry.
Ice cream.
An ice cream? Oh, it's a lot of scoops of ice cream, but yes, maybe. So, what shape are the individual bubbles? They're still basically spheres, aren't they? If you look really close, where they touch, are they still perfectly round?
They're perfectly round.
Are they? Yeah, they sort of squish together and you get like almost like a straight line where they touch. Don't you see that? Yeah. And the reason for this is that our bubbles like to have the smallest shell they can, the smallest outside. And does anyone know what we call the outside of a three-dimensional shape? So the volume is how big it is, how much space it takes up, and sometimes my year sixes have learned what the outside's called. Do you know?
Area.
Excellent. That's one of the words I was looking at. So there's two words that go together. The second one's area, or something area. Has anyone heard of this? Yes?
Circumference.
Circumference. So that's the outside of a circle. So yeah, close. Area. Something area. Anyone heard of it?
It's something.
It's called surface area. Anyone say surface area? Yeah. So that's basically how much of an outside of a shape you have. And our bubbles like to keep their surface areas as small as possible. So when they touch, instead of having two perfect spheres, they vellum together to share a wall to keep their surface area small. Okay. Next part, I do need a volunteer. Someone would like to stick their hand up. If you've already been up as part of Abby's show, put your hand down and we'll get someone new up. Yeah, did you want to come up? What's your name? Jessica, wonderful. Jessica, do you choose a pair of very stylish safety glasses just to keep the bubble mix out of your eyes? Good choice, good choice. So pop those on for me. Wonderful. Let's give Jessica a big round of applause. Wonderful.
I would remind you of the camp quality show. I just remind you of
There you go. Good. So just get you stand on that side of the black mat for me.
Wait, what was that?
Just stand on that side of the black mat. This one? Oh, you okay? Okay, change the starlings. Jessica's going to catch as many bubbles as she can. And audience, you're going to count how many bubbles Jessica catches, okay? Are you ready? You can let go of them, they're pretty narrow at the back, so they fit even the little kids. You should be right. There you go. All right, you look great. Okay, you're going to have your hands out, ready to catch these bubbles? So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make some more.
5, 6, 7.
Okay, good.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Everyone.
17, 18.
Are you having bubbles? 17, 18? Where are they?
All gone, they're dissolved.
Do you want to try and catch one that doesn't pop? Don't put your hand in the bubble mix. Put it in nice and flat. Get lots of bubble mix on your hands, nice and soapy. Good, and just stand back over the black mat and just hold your hand really flat. If you're really flat, it won't work. Good. I'm going to try and land a bubble on your hand, but my aim's not very good, so you might need to move your hand to catch it, okay? And we'll see if we can get one really, really flat, so you can get one to land on your hand. Nice flat. Oh, try again so we get it stay there a little bit longer.
Just wait till it
Move your
comes
hand.
down.
Yes, sir. A big round of applause for Jessica! Can you hold that bubble? Wonderful. Do you want to wash your hands in the water? That's just water.
That's more.
And you can dry out my towel for me. Great work. And head back to the audience. You did a great job. So why do bubbles pop? What was the difference between those two times? Yes. Vibration, not so much, but yeah, the shape of the hand's important. So you can't have a finger poking up, so it'll pop on your finger. But what was the one thing we changed, other than the hand being flat, what was the thing we changed between the first and the second? Yes? Yes, we put soap on the hand. Yeah. So the important thing is that bubbles pop when they touch something dry. So bubble mix is a bit like a big bubble sandwich. You have a layer of soap, a layer of water, and a layer of soap. And when they touch something dry, the water gets ripped out the middle of the sandwich, and then you have soap and water. You don't have bubble mix anymore, so your bubble pops. But if we keep our bubbles so they don't touch something dry, they can be quite strong sometimes. So just catch a bubble, come back. So if I touch the straw to the bubble, does it pop?
Yes.
Yeah. So if I put some soap on the bubble,
We won't pop because it's wet. And it's
yeah, let's see how we go. Sometimes this works, sometimes this doesn't, but because it's not dry, oops, I lost my bubble. Because it's not dry, it might not pop our bubble. Might put some more mix in this tray, doesn't want to play. There we go. Alright, while that one's coming down, I'll put our straw back in here. So let's have a look. It might still pop.
Why? Because it's nice and wet. Because it's nice and wet.
Yeah, because it's wet, the bubble mixture, the soap, the water's not being ripped out in the middle of the bubble mixture, so the bubble's actually quite strong.
That is awesome. Boing, boing.
So there's a few other things we can do. Because your air in your body is actually quite damp as well. So, ooh, it might be big enough. Let's see how it goes. We're very careful. We can get bubbles inside a bubble. So my air up my body is quite damp because my body's made up of lots and lots of water. And we pop on the bubble, the side of the wall. We can force air inside without actually popping the bubble. So I'm going to show you how to do that in case you want to try it at home. Just put your hand in front of your mouth, just so you don't spit on the friends around you. And you're just going to practice doing some short, sharp breaths. So you just go. You don't have to make the noise, I'm just doing it so you can hear what I'm doing, but it's just, little tiny breaths. So if you go on the bubble, it doesn't work. It's very gross. But if you do little sharp, sharp breaths, you can force bubbles inside the bubble. So next time you're washing the dishes with mum and dad, and you've got your water and your dishwashing soap, you can try to make some big bubbles. So there's nothing too special that you can't do at home here today. These are just frisbees that we've turned upside down. And our bubble friends, I've got some nice ones, but if you don't have a nice one, you can make one out of a coat hanger. Or if that's a bit tricky, you can even just make one. This is just a pop stick with a chenille stick or a pipe cleaner attached to it. And even that works pretty well.
Oh, that makes like heaps of bubbles.
Yeah, so it makes lots of little bubbles because lots of mixture gets soaked into the pipe cleaner. Because we have come all the way from Questacon today, would you like to bring some things that are a bit bigger than you might have at home? So Abby, I need you to give me a hand with this one.
Higher?
Yes, we've got here, just lift it up so everyone can see in the back. Lift it is. Feel this liquid out of it. Oh, okay. So yeah, we have here a tyre from a car. Let's put it down. Thank you, Abby. Yes, it's been cut in half. We've got some hose on the top just so the edge isn't sharp. And inside the tyre, we have a giant bubble ring. So you see our water's still stretchy. It's still elastic, like our big bubble trampoline. Can you see, what can you see in this one? So what are the two things we saw in our bubble? We saw reflection, excellent. And colours. Does anyone remember what we called the word for the colours? Perfect. Everyone say refraction? Wonderful. So if we could make a really big bubble, what shape would it be? A circle or a sphere. Alright, we'll give it a go. I'm going to make the air nice and wet. Sometimes we get better bubbles. Because when our air's dry, it can also cause our bubbles to pop. So we'll see if we get a nice big sphere bubble. Okay, that was a pretty big bubble. We can make a long one this way maybe. We'll do a long one going this way. She can get the round one. Ooh. Okay, I heard someone say they could fit in that. That was a big bubble. So, would someone like to try and fit inside a bubble? Yes! If you won't been up today, hands down.
Can we put A in the bubble?
Yeah.
A, do you want to go in the bubble?
Come on, Ada. Wonderful. We do need you to choose a very stylish pair of safety glasses to wear inside our bubble. Green ones. Good choice, Ada. Okay, we're going to get you to stand inside the bubble. Inside the bubble tile. 1 foot. No, stand inside. So you're here. Stand up. I'll show you. So you are doing this.
Nobody doesn't understand English. So.
Okay. Perfect. And you're going to put your arms above your head like this. Okay, so a big round of applause. Whoops. Big round of applause there. And we're all going to count down from 3.
And you don't have video.
And we're going to put Adam inside a bubble.
3.
Are you ready? Yes. 3. Wait. We're going to do some spray first. You get a nice strong bubble. Because our hair's dry, very dry.